Good morning, brothers and sisters. Doug White down here in Alabama. Peace and love to everyone out there. Ringo says that all the time. I think that's a good saying. Peace and love. Peace and love of God. And from this old boy down here in Alabama. But anyway, I got my coffee this morning. And this is an impromptu as it can be when I start talking. But I thought something funny this morning about the what a novice I am when it comes to this internet stuff, how it all just happened, happenstance, but I think, God was in it. Uh, I, uh, I saw that little thing on my phone one time. I said, I wonder what this is, Gmail or something like that. And I mashed it. And lo and behold, YouTube's been talking to me all this time through this little bit. And for months and months, I had this phone for a year or so. I didn't even know it. That they were talking to me, through that Gmail thing. And anyway, here comes the mysterious. You remember back then when the mysterious bug started? I made a video or so that was skeptical about it, to say the least. About the what was going on with the. And it had been blocked, and I didn't even know it. I, and so you know, it had been blocked because by the YouTube, but I had no idea. So I go back and look, and it was blocked. And then I went down and looked at some other stuff where with some other videos that had been blocked because of copyright infractions, and I had no idea about it. Of course, if they want to take them down because of that, that's their, I'm not paying anything for it, and so and especially if somebody doesn't want me to use the music, that's the way I feel is. But I don't think all these artists. I think it's something in the business. Some of their handlers. Most musicians don't care how you get it. Of course, I wasn't making a nickel off of it. My handful of people that saw my videos. And besides that, I'm not monetized. But anyway, that's what a novice I am about this thing going on. Had no idea, but that they were talking to them and telling them stuff. Now I think it comes up now. It'll tell you if it's a copyright material or something like that. But still, I haven't got a strike on my account yet. So I guess wasn't such a bad thing. But I thought that was real funny. They've been telling me and talking to me the whole time. I didn't even know it. And don't do this, don't do that. Been some songs, and if you the other day I played I filmed it at a wedding, and they played a song that was copyrighted, and it come up copyright. So apparently they have some kind of way of figuring it out if you play somebody else's music. So I guess I just have to play my own, play for myself. But right now I don't have a guitar with all the strings on it. But anyway, my son's working on that for me. But anyway, peace and love from this old boy down here in Alabama. Once more. I think what I'll talk about today is the different salvations in the Bible. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh, I'm gonna start putting over in my playlist. If somebody wants to know what I think, some things I think are important, look over on my playlist. And people I listen to sometimes don't necessarily mean that I believe everything a body's saying. It's just that a person is saying. It's just that I gleaned something out of that I believe. I thought it was interesting. So look over on my playlist, and if you can, I don't know if your phone will do it or not. Those are the things, some of the things I think are important. I put one up there about the sun that was enveloped by clouds by this Robert Forrest. can't pronounce it, but up there in one of the Carolinas, Myrtle Beach, where he took pictures of the sun enveloped by the clouds with his cameras. And I have other videos about one of them about religious matters, about different things, and I put them over there on that thing, so people might, if they got any, got any time on hand, they can look over there on them and play them. Got one about the nuclear, supposed nuclear bomb that I don't believe that they have. I believe that nuclear energy is that, they can boil water with it, but I don't believe they can blow up the world with it. So anyway, got different stuff on there about stuff that I like on my like videos. So a person can go there if they want to see how I'm thinking. But today I want to talk about, I have persons say, you mean you don't believe you do anything? Let me get this straight. You don't believe there's anything to do to be saved? And I say, yes, that's exactly what I believe. You don't do anything to be saved. You don't do anything to be born into this body. You're born. It's a supernatural thing. You didn't pick your parents, did you? Well, you don't tell God this thing is a supernatural thing that happens. The new birth and a discipleship are two different things. There are different saves in the Bible. People say, look at that, it says save right here. If you keep in mind, well, those texts, or here's another one, save yourself from this untaught generation. That's where you do something. Yeah, you save yourself by obeying God. You save yourself a whole lot of trouble in this present evil world. So there are different salvations in the Bible. People just take it and run with it. Well, it says save. That means you're going to hell if you don't do this and don't do that. So, but when the Bible gives you something to do, and it's talking about salvation, that's a saved in this time world. In this time world. Not the world to come, where there is no time, but it's a salvation in this time world. God's people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Out of this time world. They leave this world very unceremoniously. One of God's people, was it Saul that fell on his sword? It's a possibility for God's people to be destroyed out of this present evil world. And I'm just saying, but there's a salvation in knowing about Jesus and praying to him and calling on his name. There's a salvation in this time world, brothers and sisters. There's a salvation in having a sound mind, brothers and sisters, all the way up until your old age, until you leave this present evil world. I saw a commercial over there the other day about a medicine that says he's believing things that aren't true. I forget what it was, but anyway, it was some pill you could take because he was believing things that aren't true. Well, I'm sure that can be said about a lot of people. That a lot of older people that know that the Earth is not a spinning ball now. So I thought that was a funny commercial. He's believing. That's probably what they say about me. That old man's believing things that aren't true. The Earth is flat. There's nothing to do for your salvation. No, brothers and sisters. It's a novel thing these days to have a sovereign God that decides who's going to be in His kingdom and who's not. Who is how He's going to populate His heaven. That's a novel thing. Just turn the television on the time you over on the religious channel. But anyway, coming up on this Christmas season, Christ Mass. Don't want to get anybody mad with me, but we use that time to get together in fellowship, and with the family, have a big time. Uh, I see this about this time of year. It all it's kind of a bah humbug thing, don't you know? This isn't the season to be, and we shouldn't recognize that as Christians. I don't use the word Christian. I use the word child of grace or child of God because it means too many things. In our culture today, on the news they use it. These Christians over here, they just beheaded about. They just killed all these other folks. But no, the child of grace is what I use, or child of God, or God's people. That's what I use, the terminology I use. Uh, I don't even try not to even use the word church because it's got such a broad meaning in the minds of people today. I use the word religious order, or I just call them religious order, people that gather together in the name of Jesus Christ. But anyway, it's a novel thing today to have a God that is sovereign, that loves one person and hates the other. But I think that that's what it means to be God. He can do anything, anything he wants to do. But anyway, coming up on Christmas, on the Christmas season, don't know how it got here. They say it came through Rome and all this other stuff, But well, we're not supposed to judge anybody, in my view, about any kind of holy day. If one person thinks if it's a stumbling block to somebody, they don't want to, they don't recognize that day. We're not supposed to judge people about any kind of supposed holy day or holy day. We're not supposed to judge people about that. That it is not faith is sin, sister. But my conscience is real good about the Christmas season. We're not waking up in the morning on Christmas morning, bowing down and worshiping the devil. We're thinking about Jesus Christ as a little bitty baby. It is in the Bible. It is in the Bible. We're thinking about Jesus Christ and the little bitty baby, and he came to earth. So there's a record of it in the Bible. So we think about it. The whole counsel of God has it in there. So some people are bah humbug and make a big demonic thing out of it, but we don't see it that way. We're not waking up in the morning on Christmas morning. We're looking at the little kids and we're having a good time enjoying their innocence for a while. But anyway, just I'm on here rambling with my phone this morning. But just thought everybody would tune in. Anybody that's tuning in, I ran out of time. I was going to ramble a little bit more. I might get on here and ramble some more because I kind of dug a hole on the Christmas thing and dug a hole for myself on the Christmas thing. Now, I know people say that the Christmas tree is it's the devil. They show you over in the Old Testament some obscure passage. But look, it doesn't bother me about the Christmas tree. If you look on there, they use these leaves, these leaves that are evergreen. They're green forever. That reminds me of God, and that we're going to live forever with Him. So anyway, just on here rambling this morning, my thoughts about everything. I will be as transparent as I can be, as much as I can be. But anyway, I'm running out of time right now. I might make another here later on after my coffee. Peace and love from this old boy down here in Alabama.